In this video, I'm going to share with you the 4 email sequences your business needs to consistently make money without having to constantly be hustling for clients or live launching. I'm going to walk you through exactly what each of these sequences is, what they need to include, and I'm also going to bring you behind the scenes into my ConvertKit account, the email marketing software that I use, and I'm going to show you actually how I've created them myself and how I have them set up. So if you're ready, let's do this. Studies show that email marketing, when done right, earns about $1 per subscriber per month. So for example, if you had 1,000 subscribers, then you could earn about $1,000 per month with that email list. Now, of course, your business could earn other money from other types of marketing strategies, but specifically from the email marketing, $1,000 a month. Or if you grew your list to 50,000 subscribers, then from your email marketing, you should be able to earn about $50,000 per month. So my question for you is, right now, are you hitting that mark? If not, the sequences that I'm going to share with you in this video can help you get more strategic with your email marketing and convert more of your subscribers into paying customers. And if you right now haven't grown your list yet, or your list is still really small, then implementing these strategies, these sequences early on can ensure that you don't leave money on the table and that you make as much money as possible as you continue to grow your list. When a new subscriber signs up for your email list, there are basically 3 possible things that could happen. First of all, maybe they get no emails at all. They just sign up and nothing happens. Or maybe they sign up and then they immediately start getting emails that you're sending out live. So the emails are a little random because they're just jumping into the middle of things. And the last option is maybe after they sign up, they get some emails that you have intentionally sent to them because they are a new subscriber. We call these emails a welcome sequence, and it's the best possible scenario that can happen when someone signs up for your list because it makes the best impression on them and makes them the most likely to open your emails on into the future. So here you can see a welcome sequence that I have used in the past in my own business. So as you can see, it has about 6 or 7 emails in it. It starts out with just an email that greets them and it asks them to sort themselves so that I can help them most effectively. And then it leads into telling them a little bit of a story of how I started my own business and where that led me to today, and gives them some free resources to help them take the next step themselves. Then I send them this email, or at least I sent them this email in the past, that talked about how I run my business in just 15 hours a week. And I know my audience loves the numbers, and so I broke it all down with exactly how many hours I spend on what and what that looks like throughout the week. My subscribers love emails like this. And then here was an email that talked about one of the biggest challenges people face when starting a new business, which is finding new customers. And I give them some tips on that, but I also invite them to join a Facebook group, and I invite them to join me for a free, basically discovery call to see if we might be a good fit to work together. And then I deliver more value in this one, giving them some tips for things I wish I'd known when I started my first business. And then I wrapped it all up with some different tools that I really like because everyone loves recommendations. So the whole point of this welcome sequence is to give them some of the best, give them a taste of my brand, help them to understand the sort of value they're going to get from my emails so that they want to keep on opening them. The only way your business makes money is if people actually buy your products. But the truth is that they are not very likely to do that unless you ask them to. You have to tell them about your products and explain how your products will help them and invite them to purchase your products. But if your business's revenue relies 100% on you constantly telling people about your products, constantly selling, then there will be times when your business's income really fluctuates because you don't keep up with that. Maybe you get sick or you get called out of the office for some reason, and your business won't have any sort of consistent bottom line. So your business's income will be like a roller coaster, up and down. But you can solve those problems by creating an evergreen sales sequence that is constantly selling one of your products, or you can have multiple of these, selling multiple of your products, but some of your products that are available all the time. An evergreen sales sequence like this is super valuable when for some reason you can't be in the office working. Like, for example, a few years ago I was pregnant and then my daughter arrived 4 weeks earlier than expected. Obviously very surprising, but also it meant that I had to go on maternity leave almost a month sooner than I'd been planning on. Now, if my business was entirely relying on live launches or me hustling to get clients, then my revenue would have just stopped cold. But because I had several of these evergreen sales sequences up and running in my business kept making money and supporting my family throughout that transition point in our lives. Okay, so for this one, I've laid out this sort of template so you can see how this is structured, and then we'll go look at one that I use myself in my business. So you want to start it out with somewhere between 1 and 3 warm-up emails to lead into why they might want the thing that you are going to be selling to them and get them in the right mindset so they understand the value of it. And then you are going to do a soft pitch. And so here you are going to really emphasize why they'd want it, what the value is, and introduce the product, but still your pitch here is more focused on the why they'd want it than the product itself. Then you share a case study that gives an example of how the product works, and this both helps to inspire them as to the possibility of a successful outcome, but it also shows them how the product works and convinces them that the product does work. Then you can go in with a hard pitch, and so for this one you're going to really lay it out, tell them exactly what the offer is, what they'll get, why they'd want it, and then you want to end with a last chance email a few hours before whenever the offer is expiring, so that they know that this is their last opportunity and that they need to either buy it now or they won't have the opportunity to do so. So here's an example of a similar sales sequence I used in my business. So this started out with a free training that they would opt in for, and they would get it delivered via email. And so then we led with a few more warm-up emails inspiring them as to this possibility that they could earn more money with their business essentially. And we inspire them with some case studies of people who have grown their businesses. And then we get into more of the hard pitch type material here. We spread this out over a few emails in this sequence, but we talk about what's included in the product and how it will help them. And then we answer the question of, can you really build a business in a small amount of time? And this also counters the objection of, I don't have enough time, which is one of the most common objections. And then we have this email here that shares some testimonials and some case studies that proves that the product really works. And then we answer a bunch of their questions, and really what this is doing is countering their objections. And then here's our last chance email, which we tell them that enrollment is closing in just a few hours, so this is their last chance to join. So here's something that happens all the time. People are online browsing, they see something that they're interested in buying, and they think that they will buy it, but they start checking out and then for some reason never finish the process. And this isn't just happening to random people. It's happening to people who are thinking about buying your products, and these are sales that you're missing out on. So the big question here is why? Why didn't they finish checking out? Well, maybe they just decided that they didn't want to buy the thing, but maybe they just got distracted. Or maybe they just had some unanswered questions. So your abandoned cart emails can help to solve those problems. Now, of course, if they've just decided against it, then so be it. But if they just got distracted and forgot to finish checking out, or if they have some questions, well, you can remedy that problem and help them to get that thing that they wanted to buy. Pretty much any email you send in an abandoned cart sequence can help to remind them. So the real job that you need to do with these emails is to overcome their objections and answer any questions that they had that are holding them back from, in fact, completing their purchase. Some of the most common objections that people have are just about, will the product really work? Will it really create the result that they're looking for? And will that result be worth the money? A lot of the time people doubt that the product can in fact work, and so sending them some testimonials or case studies can be really helpful. And other times they doubt that they will be able to use the product to get that outcome because they feel like they don't have enough time to use the product, or like they're going to run into some other challenges. And then sometimes they're not sure if the product is worth the money because they're not sure if the product will really create that outcome, or they're not sure that the outcome will be worth it. So in your abandoned cart sequence, you can counter all of these objections and help to convince them that the product does in fact work with facts and figures and case studies and testimonials, and help them to see why that result will be worth their time and money. What this looks like in my own email marketing systems. We've got an abandoned cart sequence with 3 emails, which you typically want your abandoned cart sequences to be between about 2 and 4 or so emails. So it starts up by just saying that we're following up. We noticed you're interested, but you haven't finished checking out. And then this email here, it inspires them that things could be better. And then here we kind of challenge them that it doesn't have to be so complicated. We share that there is an alternative, there is a better option than what they're currently doing. So it kind of leads from an abandoned cart into a little bit of a pitch, since they showed that they were so interested. Sending emails to subscribers who aren't opening them isn't helping them or you. It's clogging up their inbox, and it's costing you a lot of money, since pretty much all email marketing software services charge based on how many subscribers you have. So we need to solve that problem by making sure that your list is clean and getting rid of the subscribers who aren't interested in receiving your emails any longer. Industry average is 20% open rates. That means that 20% of the people on your email list actually open any given email that you send out to them. But you can do a lot better than that, really, especially if you keep your list squeaky clean. By cleaning your list every 4 to 6 months, you'll ensure that your list stays healthy and that you're only sending emails to subscribers who actually want to receive them and are benefiting from them. Now, not only is this going to keep your open rates high and your bill for your email marketing software low, but it also will ensure that you'll stay on Google's good side, and Google will see that you are sending emails that most of your people are opening, so they'll keep delivering them to people's primary inboxes instead of their promotions inbox or their spam folder, and so your delivery rates will be much better. In just a minute here, I'm going to show you what my list clean sequence looks like, but first of all, let's talk about when and how I send this to people. So here's how this whole process works. First, we tag all of the people who have been subscribed for at least 30 days, so they've had a real chance to open the emails, but they haven't opened any emails for at least 90 days. So if they fall into that category, and also they're not a customer, we exclude the customers because we know we need to keep those people on our list because they need to keep receiving information about the products they've purchased. But all of the other people who fit into those parameters, we give them a tag that is basically a tag saying that they are potentially a cold subscriber. And then we run all the people who have that tag through this sequence that I'm about to show you. And throughout the sequence, we try to re-engage them, which means we try to get them to open the emails and click links to choose to stay subscribed to the email list. But if they don't do that and they make it to the end of the sequence and they still have that cold subscriber tag, then those are the people who get culled or removed from the list to keep it clean. So let me show you exactly how this works. Every 3 to 6 months, we go through and we tag all the current cold subscribers. Those are the people who have been subscribed for more than 30 days but haven't opened an email for at least 90 days and aren't customers. We tag them as cold subscriber re-engagement, which pushes them into this automation right here. And then it sends them this email. So they get these 3 emails, and these emails invite them to basically resubscribe or renew their subscription so they keep getting emails. And if they click any of the links in that, then they are reactivated and they get this tag that is reactivated, do not delete. But if they don't click any of the links, then they get this tag, cold subscribers delete. And so after this whole sequence has finished and we've waited an additional week afterward, then we can go through and delete all of the subscribers that have this tag on their account. So I'm really curious, which of these 4 different email sequences are you most excited about creating in your business next? Which one do you see the biggest need for in your business? Tell me in the comments down below which one you want to create next in your business. Thanks so much for watching today's video. My name is Gillian Perkins. I'm an online business strategist, and here on YouTube, I make videos every week all about how to start online businesses and grow them to 6 figures and beyond. If you are interested in learning more about how to start your own business and make great money working for yourself, then I would love to invite you to subscribe and join me again next week for some more free training. Stay focused, I love you, and I'll see you next week.